Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be talking about the Australian Shepherd and its pros and cons. Make sure to like and subscribe, as we'll be starting a new series about different kinds of breeds. Liking and sharing helps with the growth of our channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Australian Shepherd Overview. Aussies are a breed of herding dog from the U.S., developed in California in the 19th century. Australian Shepherds are lean, tough ranch dogs that are closely associated with cowboys. They are medium-sized workers with a keen, penetrating gaze in the eye. Their coats offer different looks such as merle, a mottled pattern with contrasting shades of blue and red. Aussies are remarkably intelligent and are tireless and trainable as well. They are active, yet easygoing dogs that love to play with children. They tend to get along well with other pets. Aussies are known for being especially eager to please their owners. Now, let's dive into the list of pros. Number 1, their temperament. Australian Shepherds were bred to work, requiring daily exercise, mental stimulation, and obedience training. Although they're not aggressive, their loyal nature might mean they can be somewhat territorial. They'll shy away from strangers and stick with their owners. Because of this, they are referred to as Velcro dogs. A Velcro dog is someone who wants to be with their owner at all times and follows you around from room to room. Australian Shepherds are usually good with cats, children, and other dogs. It is important to properly socialize your Aussie from a young age. Aussies hate to be left alone and thrive in an active family. Doing any dog sport, like tracking or an agility course, helps keep the dog busy and gives it a job to do. Number 2, they're super easy to train. Their loyalty with their intelligence and high energy makes an Australian Shepherd very easy to train. They are one of the smartest dogs in the world. When Australian Shepherds are puppies, it's important to exercise their brain and body. If you don't teach them what you want them to do, they're going to learn something else, and it won't be what you want them to do. Because they're really smart and learn quickly. Setting boundaries and establishing rules from a young age will help you in future training. You should start potty training your Aussie when it first comes home. When your Aussie is 6 months old, they should have the basics down, due to their high intelligence. An Australian Shepherd needs to get a good number of physical exercise, as well as mental training. Aussies excel in events such as agility, obedience, and herding. Number 3, loyal. Australian Shepherds have an innate protective streak, and may be wary of strangers, making them excellent watchdogs. With appropriate and early socialization, these dogs can learn to adapt to household guests. Aussies thrive on human companionship and thrive when they are providing a service to their owners. They will make it their role to alert their pet parents to possible dangers or incoming strangers whenever possible. An Aussie will usually bond very closely to one person in the family and be extremely loyal. Australian Shepherds have a lot of trust in their owners, which is also a sign of loyalty. No matter what you're doing or how you feel, you can count on an Aussie to have your back. Number 4, climate adaptable. All Aussies have a double coat of fur which effectively protects the animal against all types of weather. A tougher outer coat acts as a waterproof barrier, while the fluffier undercoat acts as insulation in either hot or cold temperatures. This makes the dog a hardy companion on farms or ranches, for outdoor sports, or for those living in regions with climate variations. Australian Shepherds do best at 32 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is similar to the average human. Aussies can still suffer from heat stroke, heat exhaustion, frostbite, and hypothermia in extreme weather conditions. Number 5, size. These mid-sized dogs range in size from 40 to 65 pounds, and may be as tall as 23 inches. This makes them a manageable size for on-leash walks or training, or to transport in a car. For families needing a smaller-sized animal, some breeders now offer miniature versions of the original Australian Shepherds. While Aussies can easily become overweight, their willingness and need for daily exercise makes weight management easy to achieve. They have a moderately long and wavy double coat that has a dense undercoat and coarse top coat. Their coats are designed to keep them warm in cold weather and cool during the heat of the summer. Con number 1, high energy. Australian Shepherds, bred to be working and herding dogs, are very high-energy animals and require daily exercise. Owners may find that a dog left alone or without adequate daily physical activity will bore easily and could cause destruction indoors. With a daily routine of outdoor stimulation, these dogs will be excellent household pets. If you or your family aren't active, this dog isn't for you. Australian Shepherds are built to run and exercise, not to sit at home all day. If you don't match these requirements, you should probably search for another dog. Con number 2, shedding fur. Australian Shepherds have a lot of hair, and this means a lot of grooming. Most owners will find they need to do a thorough brushing each week to remove excess fur or release matted clumps. Also, twice yearly these dogs shed more excessively, so owners will want to increase the frequency of brushing, with frequent baths where possible. While some dogs enjoy the grooming process, others will struggle to squirm, but starting early as a puppy will likely help. Australian Shepherd shedding falls under the medium to high category. They shed less in the fall and winter than they do in the spring and summer. Their shedding season is usually in the spring, and they shed a lot of dog hair and dry skin to avoid being too hot in the summer. Con number 3, eye issues. Aussies are genetically predisposed to some serious eye diseases. These can include colobomas, cataracts, detached retinas, and others. To avoid these disorders, the breeder can provide reports from the parents' recent eye exams. Owners of puppies can also ask their veterinarian about routine ophthalmology exams. Just because a dog is more susceptible to a disorder doesn't mean it will happen. Most Australian Shepherds live fully content lives with none of these eye issues, but it's important for potential owners to understand the risks. Con number 4, hip dysplasia. Hip dysplasia is a common genetic malformation in the hip socket of some dogs, including Australian Shepherds. Over time, improper wear and tear on the hip joint can lead to arthritis pain and sometimes surgery. Breeders should be able to provide medical confirmation of the parent's hip health to potential buyers. Dogs who get adequate exercise and a healthy diet will also generally experience fewer issues. Large dogs are usually affected by this sickness, and it is best to watch out for it at an early age. Conclusion. The main reason so many of us have dogs is for love and companionship. While there are many factors to consider before choosing a pet, most owners would agree that the quirks, issues, and work involved with their dog were all worth it. Whether these issues are pros or cons in your mind, the real value is in the joy a dog brings to the family. If you haven't yet, subscribe and like the video, as we'll be doing this more often. It's totally free and really improves the growth of our channel. I'd really appreciate it, smiley face. See you in the next video and comment on what breed I should talk about next. Goodbye.